Hello, 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 UNT. My name is Luis Benitez. I am the Student Government Association Election Commissioner for this year's Student Government Association elections. Today we will be bringing y'all the second senatorial meet and greet. And just so y'all know basically what these senatorial meet and greets are an opportunity for our senators to present themselves as candidates to y'all, the student body. So again, we will just to give you all a general rundown of how this senatorial meet and greet will be going down. If you didn't catch in the first one, which you should go watch as well. Each senator will be allotted 2 minutes to present their platform, and with that also being said, they after the 2 minute allotted time to present themselves, they will also be answering one question, and each person will be allotted 1 minute to answer this question. With that being said, we're just gonna get right to it and start. Casey, would you like to present yourself?
Yes. All right. So, hello, my name's Casey Jimenez. I'm running for the Senate seat for the College of Health and Public Service. I'm currently a sophomore as an emergency administration and planning major with a minor in public administration. I'm extremely passionate about public safety and how we can make UNT students and future students welcome, comfortable, and most importantly, safe and healthy. Some of my most passionate things are going to be emergency management, as that's what my major revolves around, in the concept of mitigating disasters and being prepared for an emergency, which is extremely relevant with the COVID-19 crisis facing us now. So educating students on what they might face on campus as well as life and having them take proactive action could really make a difference. Cycling safety is also another one of my passionate points, as I bike and cycle around campus very often. So working with cyclists to protect themselves as well as the thousands of other students walking around campus is extremely important. The environment is an extremely important topic for me, so having more green initiatives and campaigns on campus is something I'd really love to work on. Even though the work on campus might not be large in scale, it's the concept of educating and having a ripple effect of the lifestyle of green living outside of the university that would really make it easier for the transition to low carbon living. Healthy eating is my final point. It's a day-to-day predicament for all of us. And as since my freshman year, I've always struggled to find a diverse range of eating options in our dining halls as well in the union. So as a senator of the College of Health and Public Service, I'd really love to work on that. I really strive to focus on the day-to-day points, the day-to-day struggles for everyone. And thank you for my time to speak.
All right, thank you so much. Christopher, are you ready to go up?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Time starts whenever you do.
Okay. Hello, my name is Christopher Williams. I am running for the Senate seat of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. I am a sophomore currently studying in marketing and communications with a focus in nonprofit leadership. And just a little about me, I have strong focuses in advocacy and representation and scholarships. So what I wanted to do is, with the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences being one of the most diverse and profound colleges on our campus, I think it's a big deal that there are so many students in our college, and it is to a point to where students are not being, I guess you could say, heard. And I would like to make sure that we are all interconnected with each other and that we are able to connect with everyone that's on the outside of our college as well as inside. And so I just want to make sure that everyone is being able to be involved and connected, as well as with it being such a diverse college. Scholarships are a big thing, and sometimes it can be to the point where we're not getting a lot of scholarships because most of our majors aren't seem to be as if they matter, but our majors do matter. And so I want to make it to where we're able to get funded and scholarships specifically for our college. Another thing that I want to touch on is mental awareness, just with uh, mental health, and that is a big thing for us as college students that not a lot of us don't seek out. So being able to make sure that that is put out there for students to know that there is help, I would like to make that known for the students and make sure that they are being able to get that help. And finally, financial assistance is another big one that I want to be able to help with. A lot of students do live off campus, and a lot of students live on campus, but sometimes it can be really hard when you're working off campus, just like in this crisis, and you're not able to fund where you're living or even fund for school. So being able to have that financial assistance without being able to take loans but actually get that help, making sure that some committees on campus are being able to help people and the students there. I would like to make sure that that is available to the students in crisis like this. So that is a lot of things that I want to touch on as senator, and that's all.
All right, thank you so much. David, would you like to go up?
Yeah, I hope everyone is well and safe. My name is David Munoz Saravia, and I'm running for a Senate seat of science. I am double majoring in math and political science, and I'm a freshman, but a sophomore, about to be a junior. So we need SGA to be united, like a family, for the Mean Green family, and more during this time. We need to be more active with students and going to them. A good point Ryan Keller made yesterday during the president, being more present at UNT events. We need to connect with students at various events and have fun. We need students to feel comfortable that they can talk to us about anything. And we do that by establishing a presence and a relationship. Transparency. Transparency shouldn't be a word that is thrown around. We should actively practice it. I am pleased that the presidential and vice presidential candidates want SJ meetings and town halls to be available virtually so students can tune in, as well as centralizing our information via our underutilized SGA website, and be more active on all our SGA media platforms. Feeling safe on campus is a concern for most students while they're on campus. We need to offer more free Lyft rides and e-shuttles, especially on the weekdays and weekends. Another thing that I really love about yesterday's debate was Cameron Combs said that we reached diversity and now we need to reach inclusivity. We need students back at the table. We need a platform to be heard, a platform where they can share their stories and experience because they matter and are important. Sexual assault is very important. It shouldn't be. It hits home. People trust me with very personal information, and I wish no one through. This person was raped. He's a survivor. I just don't understand why we can't help people that need us. The stigma of assault and our mental health is upsetting. Students should not have to live like everything's okay. No one should go through alone or through that at all. We don't know what students are going through, and that's why it's important to listen. Last thing is my campaign is about making a meaningful impact. What does that mean? It means tackling issues that affect us. It means creating long-term solutions that make real change. Change that students can see and be proud of. No more too short-term and broken promises. Stay connected with me and follow me on Instagram, Munoz for Senate 20. And thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Let me see who is up next. Jess, would you like to go up? Actually, sorry, my bad. Grant.
Hi,
Hello. I'm so sorry about that, but please go up whenever you're ready. Time starts whenever you do.
can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Hello, my name is Graham Johnson, and I first of all want to say I hope everyone is doing okay and staying safe out there during this chaotic time in our country. I am running for senator for the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, or CLASS. I am a political science major. Besides, as your senator, besides listening to your thoughts and concerns about the improvements we can make here at UNT, I really want to tackle mental health awareness and to bring attention onto the huge impact it has on our fellow students. To help combat this, I will partner with the UNT administration and the UNT Health and Wellness Center to offer more programs such as more counseling sessions and town halls and debates to help bring attention to what can cause mental health illness and what we can do to help combat it the best as we can. Another issue I want to tackle is to make sure that no racial discrimination of any shape or any kind is tolerated at UNT. Whether it be committed by a staff member or by students, it will not be tolerated. As your senator, besides writing legislation that will help ensure this, I will also help vote and pass all legislation that helps spreads diversity and inclusiveness throughout all UNT. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grant. With that being said, Jess, are you ready to go up? Hello? Okay. Kevin? Kevin, would you like to go up?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Time will start whenever you do.
Hello, my name is Kevin Kim, and I'm running for the senator position for the Texas Academy of Math. To touch up on the points that I said last time, I would still like to improve student-admin interaction, and I have a plan for this by working one-on-one with club executives at TAMS to represent the students in the face of the administration. Also, a lot of my other candidates have spoken before. TAMS is very detached from UNT, and we want to help make TAMS more part of the UNT community. So for integration, I've already worked with the Residence Hall Association and Over Magazine in the past to try to join more student organizations for all UNT students instead of TAMS. I believe that TAMS has a lot of talent to contribute to the art communities and the academic communities at the university, and I hope to highlight the talent of these TAMS students. And again, as I've said before, TAMS is pretty detached from UNT, but as a UNT senator, I believe that I should also have my opinions to share about the issues here at UNT. For example, sexual assault. UNT has the 8th most sexual assault cases out of all Texas universities. In order to combat this, I would propose a bill requiring UNT health centers as well as the UNT police departments to hold self-defense classes for anyone who may want to attend. Also, second, mental health. Mental health has been an issue a lot of our candidates have been speaking about. And in order to promote mental health awareness, I would propose a bill to require residential and academic staff members to attend a mental health training every year, as well as investing in more mental health facilities in the UNT Health Department to make it more accessible and affordable. Thank you for listening, and I hope you stay safe throughout these difficult times.
Thank you, Kevin. Melissa, are you ready to go up? Time will start whenever you do.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Melissa Rambiza. I am a upcoming junior at this university, of course, and I am running for my second term as a senator. So last year, I had the opportunity to be appointed into the position and work alongside a lot of different campus leaders and just hear a lot of student concerns on our campus. So this year, I've really narrowed down my platform to be about accurately representing the student body rather than just representation. I believe that if we are accurately representing everybody, then we can get as much traction and student involvement and support as possible, which I do believe is very important with any issue that SGA does try to address. I would also like to do this by creating an outlet for all of the voices and concerns to be heard. So I know we have been more active this year or this past year with social media and reaching out to people compared to my freshman year. But I just believe that we need more. So we need more student interaction and we need more student supported change on campus. with that as well, seeing that we are on such a diverse campus, it's really hard to get all of that representation. But I do believe that SGA, with everybody working together, reaching out more, this will be accomplished. A little bit about me, to kind of support all of this. I love to serve our campus. It's just something that I've always done since I came here. I went to orientation myself, as an incoming freshman, of course. And then the following year, I did decide to be an orientation leader, which allowed me the opportunity to work alongside a lot of different college administration, specifically the College of Business Administration, which I'm so thankful for, because that then set me up for having a lot of connections, being able to speak with the dean, speak with advisors about student concerns, and help get as much accomplished as possible. So within the G. Brent Ryan College of Business itself, I plan to provide transparency and communication on behalf of the administration to the students, as well as from the students' point of view to administration. I think that this is something that we did not do too much of last semester, just because schedules weren't really aligning between the dean and last year's senators, as well as some other factors that were taken. So I just think that that is something that we'll be able to accomplish. And I really want to fight, for equal opportunities and representation within organizations. I know there are organizations that are specifically made for minorities within the college. However, I believe that every student deserves to feel comfortable in any space that they choose. So with that being said, I will do everything in my power to improve not only the College of Business, but the university as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Navia, would you like to go up?
Yeah. Hi. So, oh, can you see me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, awesome. Hi. So my name is Navia Chintaman, and I'm running to be TAM Senator for the upcoming year, which is the Texas Academy of Math and Science. So my campaign is running on a few very specific policy ideas, the first of which is to connect TAMS and UNT. Originally, when I came up with the idea for this policy, it was based solely on legislation, so that as the TAMS senator, I would represent TAMS and the student voice in university-wide legislation and policies. But after speaking to a couple of students, I have realized that there is also a social barrier that UNT students and TAMS have, and that it's up to me to create opportunities for TAMS students and UNT students to interact positively. My second platform idea would definitely be to create more TAMS specific resources in regards to adjustment into a college setting. And most importantly, under this issue falls, I believe, easier access to mental health provisions. Personally, I have found that booking appointments with mental health professionals can be really, really difficult. So making the booking interface easier to interact with, diversifying time slots, and also making outreach to UNT professionals easier would be under that policy, as well as eradicating the negative stigma surrounding asking for help and guidance, which seems to be a really prevalent problem in the TAMS community. My third policy would be to facilitate TAMS outreach into more disconnected parts of Texas to increase the diversity of thought and demographics of our community. And fourth would just be to customize and slash music tracks to fit every student in those tracks' personal needs. TAMS is a STEM school, so it's important to give the arts and music students the individualized attention I believe they deserve. My whole platform is just based on openness and listening to specific student concerns that our population shares. And my policies, I believe, are the backbone for this that students can make amendments off of. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. With that being said, Paola, are you ready to go up?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start whenever you do.
All right. Well, my name is Paula Rojas, and I am currently a freshman in the College of Business. I'm majoring in marketing, and I have spent the past year as an intern in SGA, so I've been able to learn a lot about the work that happens behind the scenes, particularly with the exec team. And so as a senator, I would like to kind of bring all of the things that I have seen as an intern forward, and just kind of create a platform for students to be able to communicate with their senators and with their exec team, and kind of actually learn about what they do and how they can serve them. I would like to work towards promoting resources available to students, such as the Career Resource Center in the BLB, which for other business students like me, or even the ROPE travel grant available to all students. Additionally, I would like to continue advocating for students and working towards transparency between the students, SGA, and the UNT administration, especially during times like this, where we were very unsure about the future of our students and how, particularly regarding money and how fees were being used. And as a person who lived on campus, I struggled with learning about seeing if I was going to get a refund, or if things were going to, the way things are going. And I realized that there was no real platform for me to communicate with the administration, or even with anyone that could help. So I would like to create an open dialogue that stays open beyond trying times like this one, and throughout the school year.
Thank you so much. With that being said, moving on, Piranjay, are you ready to go up?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Time will start whenever you.
Hello. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hello, my name is Pranjay Shori, and I'm currently a first-year student at the Texas Academy of Mathematics and Science, and I'm running to be a TAM senator. One of the main points of my campaign is enforcing better educational facilities at UNT. We have a lot of facilities such as the writing lab and the math lab that enforce reaching out to UNT, and these facilities that help us understand the content we're learning in class. And at times it can seem difficult, especially because of the timings that go on, and sometimes these facilities don't provide adequate assistance to our classes. And a large thing that I want to do is working with the professors and seeing what they believe are faults in the curriculum that are causing difficulty for students, and articulating them through these facilities that we already have, and overall incorporating more individuals in faculty that are more accustomed to the content that students are approaching these labs towards. Another large point with another large part of my campaign is safety and being comfortable. There's a lot of students who sometimes go to Willis Library late at night and are studying really long, and sometimes either they're on Fry Street or whatever, and it may feel difficult to get back to where they're going. And I want to enforce a program similar to what UT Austin is doing, known as the Sure Walk, where volunteers come and walk with students back to their dorm rooms to make them feel more comfortable, make them feel more comfortable and safe while walking home. And also just providing more commodities that are helpful around UNT, such as better network connections in certain buildings, and as well as having charging stations that allow students to not only feel safe and able to do things that they need to do in class and outside of class, but also feel comfortable and not feel like they're in a hassle on campus. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just to tie it all up we have one more person going up. Saviq, would you like to go up?
Yeah, sorry. Give me 1 second.
Again, the time will start whenever you do, so don't feel pressured.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so my name is Satvik Sankovali, and I'm running for TAM senator. Between now and the last meet and greet, there have been some events that have happened that I just want to touch on and elaborate on. So first of all, I want to address my general platform. My platform, I believe, gets to the root causes of the problems that TAMS is facing, addressing the underlying systemic problems rather than their symptoms. My platform only has really two main points, but those 2 points are very widespread and broad and very wide-reaching. It is very simple, focused, and effective. What I want to do with the SGA senator role is utilize it in a unique way, in a way that wouldn't be possible through any other organization. And I think like through legislation and things like that, rather than like leadership in organizations like RHA or any other sort of organization, this senator role is very important. I believe this election is very important. Another really important thing that happened is I had a TAM student reach out to me wondering what specifically I could change through my platform. And I want to elaborate a little bit about that and tell you exactly the kinds of things that I want to change. So specifically about the bubble that I want to pop, the bubble between TAMS and UNT, I think there are a lot of events that UNT holds that have equal importance to TAMS, but really aren't getting marketed to them. And I think that's honestly kind of really sad. Like, for example, they had Union Fest during finals to take stress off students. And TAMS students definitely could have made use of that, but there really wasn't any advertising for it. In addition, there's also cultural events and cultural organizations. Like, for example, the Black Student Union at UNT is really big and very active, but the TAMS population doesn't really know about it that much. And as such, they had to create their own TAMS BSU this year. And I find that kind of disappointing. I want to integrate both of these bubbles, as I said before, into becoming one cohesive family. Like, I really like the phrasing that David used, by the way, of family. That's what I believe that UNT and the SGAs should be. In addition, he also brought up specifically computer science track events, like workshops, career fairs, and various meetings. And finally, there's like mental health and physical health things like the telethon that's going on. Basically, I just want to say TAMS has so much potential to improve if this Senate seat is used well. With my extensive experience in public speaking and student legislature, I can do that without being bogged down. I can hit the ground running. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to message me through Facebook. Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you so much. So now that we have completed and ran through the introduction section for the senators, we'll be going and touching up into the question section. So just to let y'all know again, every single one of the senators will be asked in alphabetical order from the order they initially started in, one question, and we'll have 1 minute to answer the question. Time will start whenever they do, and each we will be going through a cycle and / list of questions that we already have prepared for the senators. All right. With that being said, Casey, you just let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready.
Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. What do you think SGA can improve on upon this upcoming year?
What SGA can improve on? Well, I think the biggest thing, and something David has said multiple times, is getting students at the table and being able to be heard. I know, over this past year, I've attended SGA meetings to sit in the back and watch, but you don't really either participate. There's not a questions portion in as well as being an outsider to SGA. I was unaware of the rules and how to get involved with senators and these other seats to be able to talk to them. And so I think letting the student population know how to get in touch with these senators for these colleges and the president and administration, that they can be heard and that they have the opportunity to get their concerns out there. And simply knowing the issue is the first step to fixing the problems on campus. And that's what I would love to work on, and SGA should improve.
Thank you so much. Christopher, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
What is one of the biggest changes you would like to see in UNT this upcoming year?
One of the biggest changes that I would like to see at UNT this year is definitely the connection between the different organizations on campus, similar to between like TAMS and the Black Student Union or the Progressive Black Student Organization and the Hispanics Association. Just kind of integrating everyone on campus, just because I feel like we're such a diverse campus, yet everyone doesn't know about each other's different organizations that are out there. There's not times that everyone is necessarily connected. And I think that's in the power of the Student Government Association. And I feel like they have the power to change that, being able to market and advertise the different organizations that are here on campus. And so I would just like to make sure that that is one of the biggest things that we change about UNT, is just making sure that everyone feels connected and that we are a big mean green family.
Thank you again. David, let me know if you're ready for your question and I'll ask it away.
I'm ready.
All right. How do you plan to engage more community students as a senator?
That's a great question. So, like I said, during our first senatorial meet and greet, I wanted to create or propose a House of Representatives. And I know that the presidential, vice presidential candidates have a different vision and how that looks like. But for me, is having students from different residence halls, from minority groups, people that look like us at the table. And one of them is commuter students. Like I said before, we need to have a platform where students can feel like they're being listened. And that does it. It provides a commuter student to actually address certain issues that that really doesn't apply to someone that lives on campus. So that's how I would do it, giving them a platform through the House of Representatives.
Thank you so much, David. With that being said, Grant, are you ready for your question?
Yes, I am.
All right. Let me 1 second to pull it up. As a senator, what would your relationship be with the UNC students on a day-to-day basis?
My relationship that I would hope to form and I want to form is I want to be able to be approachable and be able to get them to, like, if they see me in the halls or they see me roaming around the campus or the university, they could be able to reach out to me and be like, hey, can we improve this? Can we do that? Can we come and watch the SJ and see how the system works? What I want to accomplish and to be more have that relationship with them is to just basically not be so inclusive to where they can't come up to me, because that is not what SGA is. SGA is for each and every student can come up to his or hers or senator and be able to approach them and be like, here's your question, I'm here, I want to help you. So in order to do this, I imagine a great social media and being able to connect with them through that way, and they can direct message me or they can just come meet me whenever they need to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Grant. Kevin, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
Okay, for your question, what do you think SGA can improve upon within this upcoming year?
So if you're talking about generally inside the Texas Academy of Math and Science, interaction with SGA is very low, and I think that holds true for actually a lot of the university. So I think getting information out about SGA is very important, but what's more important is getting people to actually participate in SGA, to get to know the issues and vocalize those issues to the senators. So when we do try to outreach more SGA information to the students at the university, I think it's very important to make that information interactive and encourage them to speak out. Have more meetings where ordinary students can come to an SGA meeting and then vocalize their opinions and make the atmosphere at those meetings less intimidating and more like more inviting, and more like we're encouraging them to share opinions, because the role SGA wouldn't have power without opinions of students. And I think it's important that everybody's opinion is vocalized and not just the senators.
All right, thank you so much, Kevin. Melissa, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
All right, for your question, what do you see as some of the top 3 issues facing our student body today?
So the top 3 issues that I see affecting the student body today, the first one would definitely have to be representation. The second one, involvement. And then the third one, actually being heard. It is very hard for the students of our campus to know who to reach out to, because they don't really know who's representing them. They don't know if their voice will actually be heard. And I believe that by having the seat on having this current seat as a senator, we can definitely make sure these voices are heard, that nobody feels as if they're underrepresented, and just make a comfortable environment for all of the students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Navia, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. What are your plans to increase participation among individuals within your college?
Increase participation
Would
in
you like me to repeat?
SGA.
Um,
Could you
what are
repeat
your
that?
plans, yeah, what are your plans to increase participation within SGA among the individuals within your college?
Okay. Okay. So, as Kevin said earlier, participation from TAMs within SGA is really low. Most TAM students don't know about SGA. I didn't really hear about it until November of last year, when I found out who my TAM senator was, and when I found out about all of the work he was doing, like introducing pronouns into McConnell Hall. So I think being very vocal about the platform that I would be given as senator, letting students know of the progress I would be making as senator, and being very, very approachable, letting them know that you're there to answer any questions or concerns, letting them know that they should be able to come to meetings and listen in, and letting them know that their voices really matter. That's how you can increase TAM's participation in SGA. And I think this also ties in with my policy of combining TAMs and UNT, because if TAM students are more vocal in SGA, they will be able to increase their social interaction in SGA and hopefully bring down that barrier.
All right, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Paola, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
All right. How do you plan to engage with our commuter students?
Yeah, so for commuter students, I think that being able to create kind of a way for them to attend meetings like virtually would be a great idea, kind of continuing maybe live streaming all Senate meetings. I think the town hall specifically, as a intern when I attended, it was a great way for me to kind of look back over everything that had been done. And so I think kind of having more mini town halls throughout the semesters would help commuter students to know what's going on, when they're out off campus, and putting all of our meetings online, and maybe even creating a committee for them so they can really communicate the problems that they face, that maybe students who are living on campus and senators who are living on campus often overlook.
Right. Will that be completing your answer?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Puranjay, are you ready for your question?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, perfect. For your question, what is the biggest change you would like to see within UNT overall?
The biggest change in UNT I'd like to see is seeing that the facilities that UNT is in place for students more thought out, We have a lot of good facilities, like I talked about earlier, the math lab and the writing lab, or the writing center, and they're good in theory, but I don't feel like they execute the needs of the students in the best possible way. And I think that UNT could definitely do. We could work more with giving students resources, like from these programs that already exist, but in a more effective and valuable way. Yeah.
Does that complete your answer?
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, moving on. Savik, are you ready for your question?
Yes, I am.
All right, perfect. Time will start whenever you do. For your question, um, what are the top three issues you see our student body facing today?
Okay, so first, I think it's communication. Um, uh, so with the coronavirus pandemic that's going on, a lot of the flaws in our communication system have been exposed. It's a lot of the administration is like very behind, especially to where the students are. So it allows rumors to get around, and it's not very healthy for the UNT population. Second, I think it's integration and participation in all the events that UNT has. As I touched on before, um, the UNT really has a lot of really cool events and really useful events. But the problem is that they're not getting out to everyone, and not everyone is participating. I think we need to do more about that. And finally, I think the last problem is actually SGA, because SGA has so much potential, and it can make some really good, meaningful change within the UNT community. And I think if we utilize it correctly by doing more, and just outreaching, making sure people know who their TAM senators or their general senators are, that SGA can do a lot and make some really meaningful change.
All right, thank you. With that being said, that will be completing our second senatorial meeting greet, and I would like to thank all the senators for coming. Again, this will also be completing our last event for campaign week from a student government association. So please just pay attention to the platforms of our lovely senators and presidential candidates later this week. And just to give our senators the opportunity, if anyone would like to at their social media or campaign right now, this would be the time. But please don't do it all at once, one at a time, just to make sure that everyone can get all the same information if you don't want. I can start off in Grant already has it unlocked, so you can start off, Grant, if you want.
My social, where you can follow my campaign is on Twitter at Grant Johnson 157. Thank you.
Y'all can just start going after one after another. It's whoever goes first. There.
You can follow me on Instagram at r.paola with 2 A's at the end. You can send me any questions or concerns or anything you'd like to see me get done in the Senate.
Hey guys, stay connected and follow me at Instagram, Munoz for Senate 20. Munoz is spelled M-U-N-O-Z. For Twitter, Munoz, the number 4, Senate 20. And then my website, tinyurl.com/Munoz for Senate.
Hey guys, if you would like to follow my campaign, you can follow me on Instagram at DUECEEE2X. That is my Instagram account. And for my Snapchat account, you can follow me at Prince_Chris Jr. to follow my campaign. If you guys have any questions or any concerns, feel free to DM me, message me, any of that. Thank you.
Hi guys, so my Instagram is at Navia for TAM Senator, and my name is spelled Navya, and you can also message me on Facebook. My name is Navya Chintaman, NavyAChintaman. Thank you.
Hey guys, you can follow my campaign on my Facebook page if you're not already on there, and then also you can message me through Facebook. That's pretty much where I'm running my campaign from.
Hey guys, if you want to stay in touch with me, you can follow me on Instagram, Melissa Sima, so Melissa or you can message me on Twitter at Mel Sima, so Melsiima.
Hello. I'm mostly posting campaign updates on my Facebook profile, which is just Kevin Kim. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook as well as reaching out to me on Instagram at KevKim _ KEVKIM_. Thank you.
Hey guys, if y'all want to follow me, my Instagram is Guillermo Jimenez, GUILLERMO _Jimenez, or Twitter at Captain_KCG.
Hello. A lot of my campaign is on my Facebook page. So if you just search up my name, Pranjay Shori, or feel free to message me about anything about my campaign, any updates. You can find it on my Facebook. Thank you.
All right. Now that I think everyone has gone up, has everyone gone up? If not, you can right now. I do believe though that will be everyone, so that will be concluding our second senatorial meet and greet. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and with that also being said, I hope y'all come out to vote this upcoming Monday at 8 a.m. once the link is released. It'll be released on all of our social media, so please pay attention. See y'all.